Hi guys, so it is science time and we're going to do a little lab and you're going to watch so yesterday you watched a video over soil and how soil is formed, and some of the things that they said that soil is made of is rocks by weathering. So rocks break down into particles that go into the dirt. We've also talked about how plants and animals decompose and get mixed into to make dirt. So we're going to kind of do a lab to show weathering of a rock. I'm not sure how this is going to work. So I have two types of rocks. So you will need this handout in a little bit, not right now. I'm going to record all of our information on here and then we'll work on transferring it to your paper. So what I want you to do is just kind of watch. So I have a rock. This is called sandstone. So there are different types of rocks out there based off what materials they're made of from the earth. And so the very first thing we're going to do is, it says complete the chart by following the directions. So we are going to take a rock and we are going to put it in a container and we are going to shake it for a certain amount of time. And so I have a rock A and a rock B. So we're going to start with rock A. So rock A is sandstone and we're going to weigh it before we put it in our container and shake it. So here I have a scale in grams. So I'm going to stick it on here and then I'm going to, there it goes. I'm going to weigh it. It's kind of tricky to figure out. So here's what's weighing it, and this little mark has to be on the 0 to tell us, and I'm moving over the little silver pieces on the different numbers. So it looks like this is going to be close. So this is going to be 6.8. Okay, so this weighs 6.8 grams. Okay. And I know you can't see my chart. That's okay. We're going to transfer it to paper in a minute. So I'm going to stick this in my container. And we are going to shake this for 2 minutes. And we're going to see what happens and if the weight of it has changed after shaking for 2 minutes. So I'm going to set my timer. And we are going to shake for 2 minutes. Ready? Go. He's gonna get tired. We have less than a minute left. So my timer is done. Okay, so now we're gonna see, and if you notice, maybe hard for you to see, but you can kind of see some of the particles that came off of our rock. And so let's see if it changed in weight. So it stayed the, well, let's go one more. Very, gotta wait till it stops. So it did, it went from 6.8 to 6.7 grams. Okay, so let's do it for 4 minutes now. Okay, so I'm going to pause this. I'm going to start shaking. I'm going to pause the video, and when I'm done shaking, we'll turn back on. So let me do my timer for 4 minutes. All right, guys, see what happens. Okay, so I'm back after shaking for 4 minutes. Boy, my hand is tired. And we have some more kind of like sand looking. I don't know if you can see it very well. If you see kind of like that sand right there, that's stuff that's came off of our rock. Okay, so let's see how much it weighs now. Let's see, this is the part that takes a long time. Can't shake the table. So 6.6 grams. So it's slowly losing grams off. Okay, so let's go, and we're gonna do for 6 minutes. Boy, that's gonna take some time. Okay, so I will be back to show you what it would be like after 6 minutes of shaking. Okay, I'm back from shaking my rock for 6 minutes, and I see the little dust, the little red dust that came off of our rock. So it's losing, and this would actually be, if we were outside, would go into the dirt and would make soil. So this is going to be 6.5. Okay, now we're going to do it for 8 minutes. 8. All right, let's put it back in my container, and I'm going to start shaking. I'll see you back in 8 minutes. Okay, we shaked it for 8 minutes. Let's see. Let's see. Kind of have some more in there. Let's see what the weight's going to be now. It looks like it could be that one. $6.3. 6.3 grams. So so if you can see, it's actually going down in its weight, the longer we shake it. So it started out at 6.8, then it went to 6.7, 6.6, 6.5, and 6.3. So our next rock is a limestone rock. And so let's see how much it weighs before we shake it. Let's see. This one kind of feels like it's lighter than the limestone rock. Hold on. Miss Barker needs me. One moment. All right, guys, I'm back. So this rock is 7.1 grams. So it weighs less to start with than rock A. So let's go ahead and shake it. I have a new container. We're going to shake it for 2 minutes. And you are going to watch me shake my rock for 2 minutes. This should be very interesting. Ready? So let's see. I don't see any little dust in here. The other one, you could see the little dust. So let's see if anything happened. Ah. So after 2 minutes, it still stayed at 7.1 grams. Okay. So let's try to see what happens if we shake it for 4 minutes. Let's put it back in here. And I'm going to set my timer. 4 minutes. And we're going to start shaking. I'll see you back in 4 minutes. All right, so it's been 4 minutes. So let's see what's happening. Kind of move it. Nope. This one's still at 7.1. But I tried, let's see, that's 7. Let's try back to 7. Yep, still at 7.1. So let's try doing it for 6 minutes. I'm gonna put it back in my container and I'm gonna start my timer and shake for 6 minutes. I'll see y'all in 6 minutes. All right, so our 6 minutes are up. Let's try this again. Let's try it back at 7.1. Okay. No. It's still at 7.1. Okay, so this one looks like it's not budging. Okay, so let's try the 8 minute. So this one's taking this one's not losing enough, or I don't know if you call it shedding, but it's not losing any particles from it to make it weigh less. So let's kind of see what happens if we do it for 8 minutes, okay? Keep shaking now. I'll see you in 8 minutes. All right, 8 minutes is up. So let's see this time. Still 7.1. 7.1. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to go back to we're going to look at our handout and we're going to fill in our information and graph our results. And then we're going to talk about what our results are showing us, okay?